It just cut off. I assume it's internet.
We're trying to stream this and trying to see it. It is what it is. We are on satellite internet here. Judy, and tomorrow actually is 1 year. And I shared with her that my mother visitor most of my talking with her was in our home because of her vertigo. She wasn't able to come much to this church, except when she was gone. She's always been active here. You to come with us. Judy Lee Callan was 85 from Covington, born and raised. She passed away this past Sunday, April 30th. She was in the Kester Pavilion over at Miami Valley Complex there. She was born here to Herbert and Jesse Zimmerman Loftman. She graduated Covington High School, Attended 3 years at Moody Bible Institute. And while she was there, she met her husband, Bill. And Bill and Judy would go on to serve the Lord as missionaries for 4 years in Belize, which was British Honduras. And they served there with the gospel missionaries, and then 6 years in Pennsylvania. Smith, I should know, but I have no idea. So somebody years she grew, and Ed Wise and still active to the ministry of this when he died. And his finished work. I've met a couple of them, but she survived. Dan, and I lost my place. His disciples, he said this to them: "Let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, I would have told you. Would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again. And I will take you to myself, that where I am, you may be also. And you know the way to where I am going." Thomas said to him, "Lord, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Judy found her way home last Sunday, right around 9:50, just a.m. Just about the time I got up to preach. But she wasn't here listening. But she's now home. As a result of these 5 week of orientation in Texas, he was a little older than me. He had already spent 4 years in the Air Force and worked a year before that. But it was his love for the Lord that I noticed most. When we returned to school in the fall, we became friends, and one thing led to another, and after we graduated, we married, and our first child, Dan, was born in Troy. When he was 6 months old, we drove to Belize from Ohio. While there, Bill operated a Christian bookstore. I visited in the neighborhood, and the neighborhood where we lived would be considered, but didn't suffer alone. being cared for by other missionaries while I was people would take attention. Going through the airport to catch our next flight, there was an escalator. So I'm trying to get the bags on, or there. We found a first aid station. And during this time, we were privileged to well, ran over his hand. Grabbed him when Bill pulled Smith forward. A few years before, and after moving back to Ohio Church, which is this church. Life went quickly. Kids from high school and college, married, 6 grandkids, retirement, then after 7 years, a call back to work for me, and then a call to heaven for my bill. And a few years later, my mother. How wonderful for them. And I am waiting my turn. As I said, her turn came Sunday. And she asked her sister-in-law to sing the song, Finally Home.
Seas, towering waves before you grow. At the end of doubt and peril is eternity. No fear and conflict seize your soul. Just think of stepping on shore and finding it heaven. Touching is celestial. When surrounded by the blackest, the darkest night, oh how lonely death can be. At the end of this long journey is a shining light, for death is swallowed up in victory. Just think of stepping on shore and finding it heaven. I'm touching a hand and finding it God's. I'm breathing you in and finding it celestial. I'm waking up in
We want to give opportunity to you to be a part of the service. I didn't do this a lot, 20, 30 years in ministry. But since coming here, people like to talk. And they've had a ton of experience together, shared memories. And so it's your turn. Just raise your hand, we'll bring a mic to you. And I knew Mary would have something to say. So Russ will get you the mic. You don't have to get up.
Oh, yes, I have to stand up. I have so many memories of Judy in here. Old house. And her and Jesse and their family lived in this big old house. The house stood where Fraley's parking lot is now, and it was a double. And it was a Halloween party. Back then, we did have Halloween parties then. But anyway, we have a house, we can't, in where the library is in